don't know what is happening with the music tonight, but like all of my cues. My cues aren't working. And all of a sudden I have a monitor on. Literally what is going on? Hi, everyone. Oh, let's see what's happening. Hi, guys. Here's what she can't do. She can't figure out what is going on with her OBS this evening. Girl, what is going on? All right, let me see here. It's got to be the mic. Okay, let's look at this. Do. That's probably why it was doubling. It didn't sound like it was doubling to you guys, right? Because the music sounded crazy to me, like extra crazy than it was supposed to. Okay, good. So what the F is going on with my headphones? I have no snare in my headphones. 1 second, guys. Okay, great. Well, I'm glad it's working for everybody else. Oh, bitch, I know what it is. I'm so dumb. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. It was just me. I had a stream open. I had the other stream open the whole time. Shout out to me. Hi, everybody. Yeah, so we got some spooky stuff going on. Doesn't it look so good? I figured, October starts this week. I don't want to wait. I don't want to wait till October 1st. And I found some cool old Halloween stuff for us to watch. So why not just get into it? Why not start the season off right? Also, I feel like I'm getting blasted out. I feel like, let me turn this down just a little bit. I'm watching on the delay. So what's going on, everyone? We have several fun things to talk about tonight. Obviously the show, but yeah, like I was saying, we are officially into super spooky stream time. Brr, 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 brr. So we have all month long. We are going to be doing spooky, scary stuff. Tonight, obviously, we're going to talk about H3, but then we're going to watch a couple little horror things. This is just for the full month. Tuesdays, we're going to play horror games. Wednesdays, we're going to go over like creepy, spooky history, news, and other things like that. And then Fridays, I'm doing a read aloud of Frankenstein, my favorite scary book. One of the greats. Shout out Mary Shelley. So this is what this week looks like. I'm going to try my best to give y'all a schedule at the beginning of every week. So tonight, we are going to watch two of the oldest films to be classified as horror films. It's two silent movies that we're going to watch. And I'll play some spooky music with that. Because they're in the public domain. So everything we're going to watch this month is from the public domain. So we're going to get a lot of history. A lot of history about scary movies. Tuesday, I have been asked / requested to play Doki Doki Literature Club. So we're going to play that spooky game. I guess it's kind of spooky and weird. I saw that it's like a psychological thriller kind of thing. Wednesday, I'm really excited about because we're talking the Salem witch trials, and I'm going to find like a witchy makeup tutorial to go along with that. And then Friday, we're reading Frankenstein. That game gave me nightmares for so long. Oh, Jesus Christ. Like I've said, I'm already regretting the Terrify Me Tuesdays, but I think we're going to have fun. Do not spoil anything for me. I hate spoilers. They are the worst. So yeah, that's our week. And yeah, come back almost every day, just no Thursdays. I do still want to keep playing Subnautica this month, so I'll probably do that on the weekends. Or maybe like a Thursday night if I'm not busy. But I'm very excited to try some new games for sure. I think it's going to be a really good time. Oh, okay. So let me look at my notes. I got to tell you guys, I have been dragging ass today. My wife and I got our COVID and flu shots yesterday, and we are both feeling it. Hope y'all are getting your flu shots too, and your COVID shots. COVID is for some reason spiking around here in New England. I don't know how it is with y'all. Maybe it's like with kids going back to school and everyone's like spreading it to each other. I have no idea. Yes, both at once, both in the same arm. But it's done. And, you get one day of feeling like shit and then you're set. And I didn't get my booster in time last year. I got COVID at like the end of the summer last year, and it was so bad. I mean, I've talked about it on here, how I lost my sense of smell and taste. And that was like so scary. So I don't want that to happen again. So as soon as the new booster was ready and available, we got it. And now I'm feeling kind of shitty today, but we're powering through. That's what we're going to do. I hate getting shots. I used to really, really hate it. I talked about it on your show, Alex, in our interview, that was like my biggest fear was like needles, blood, injury, injection. It's like a whole like classification, like a cluster of phobias. Prozac really helped, like really, really helped. And then also I had to have surgery and I just kind of got used to it. Like it was a lot of exposure therapy at that point. So yeah, I still don't love it. I was a little woozy yesterday when I stood up because I was, like anxious a little bit, but it's not as bad as it used to be. I used to like cry and pass out every time. Yeah, I think it makes sense, at least for me. Like, and I'd rather just like get them both done, have one crappy day, and then be good. Let me blow these up so I can actually see them better. All right, what are we doing? All right, so we talked about our spooky content. I want to give a shout out. Speaking of Alex, I want to give a shout out to Alex for everything he did this weekend to make the H3 fan fundraiser a huge success. I have the link here. I'm going to drop it in our chat and I'm going to pin it for y'all. So if you did not get a chance to participate in the marathon, the fundraising marathon, all day. Was it just yesterday? Yeah, right? It was Sunday. Go now. The fundraiser's still open. They've raised, let me pull it up. I think y'all have raised over 12K, right? Let's see. Yeah, coming up on 8K actually. Look at this. Why aren't my things flipping to the next thing anymore? Here we go. All right. So look, we're at 12, almost 12,800, and this is open the rest of the week. So everyone get over and donate if you didn't have a chance to donate yesterday. It's closing in on 13K. That's right. It's amazing. So again, shout out to Alex. All the money is going to support the Palestine Children's Relief Fund, and every $5 gets you an entry in the raffle. And there's tons of awesome raffle prizes. What about Ethan donating again? Oh my God, did he donate twice? I didn't even see that he had donated. That's amazing. Yay, Ethan. Thank you so much, Ethan Klein. Brr, 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 brr. He wanted to beat Russ. I love that. That's awesome. I love that. So shout out. I also love that, you know, snarkers yesterday were like, oh, Ethan's not even going to donate. He's going to take all the credit for it. It's like, this isn't about Ethan, man. This was about the fans coming together and doing something good for the world, which they would know nothing about. So thank you so much to Alex. And to everybody who helped put it together. There was so much work going on the back end. I know. I kind of just showed up and did my hosting duties and then checked in throughout the day. But there were so many people working hard the entire day. So thank you so much to everybody who helped out with that. If you saw the thumbnail, you know tonight we're trying some dolmas, aka stuffed grape leaves. I have 4 different kinds that we are going to try because they happen to be one of my favorite foods. So we will get into that shortly. I will say shout out to Witch, who's one of our super duper mods. Love her so much. She is the bearer of the rotisserie chicken story, if you know about that. She's having a tough day, so leave her some love in the chat. Let her know how much you care and how much you appreciate her. And she'll see it when she sees it. Because she's I don't think she's modding here tonight. So shout out to Witchy. It's Witchy season, and we love our girl. We love Witch. Okay. Oh, nice. Thank you, Jared.
Girl with a mic, when is she calling in?
Jared Lawrence just gave $5.
Why is this so
Shout out to
small?
Witch. Love you.
I gotta change that. Let me make that bigger with the new background. Okay. Oh, there's so many little things. Oh, this is interesting. This came up on the subreddit. And, oh, I think I know what the problem is. Is that the problem? Yes, that's the problem. Okay. We know the problem now, gang. We know the problem. One second. I gotta open this in a different browser. Where did that go? Oh, I see. New window. There we go. Let's bring this down here. Okay. Dead air. Okay, and then I can just minimize this. All right, let's try this again. Okay, so this came up on the subreddit, and I thought it was interesting, so I wanted to look into it with y'all. It is about, well, last time here, previously on the H3 After Party, we did a 4-hour stream covering the Snark moderator's motion to quash. And that was about the motion to stop Reddit and Discord from giving up their personal identifying information. And a big piece of that was the moderator's declaration in which they said they had never done anything wrong, that they never did any copyright infringement, that they acted in good faith, that they never tried to create a market substitute or take money or views or anything from H3, right? And that is a huge piece of the test for copyright infringement, specifically the kind that they have been accused of, which is contributory infringement, which means they helped other people commit copyright infringement, right? By like sharing the links. That's what they're being accused of. And that's like a piece of the test is proving, did you know that's what you were doing or not? Right? Like, did you share these links in good faith or were you being malicious? Well, someone on the subby shared this, and let's dig into it. So this says, there's probably way more to find, but I've gone through 3 deleted profiles so far, and at least one of them is the actual mod that is named in the lawsuit from what I could see. And the autism collage was getting a bit full. Hey, infringement team, since I know you will read this, you lot did not care if the restream you were posting was fair use or not. You just wanted to siphon views. Also, using the word boycott instead of don't give them views was smart until you encouraged re-uploading of unedited H3 content instead of clicking the timestamped link on the episode on the H3 podcast channel as a way of diverting views. After that wasn't enough, you all collectively chose to escalate further by posting live restreams of H3 content to further try to siphon views. Thank you for your attention on this matter. Much love and stay blessed. All right, so let's look at what this person was able to find. All right, so H3 Snark by H3 Snark mod team. I believe this is the first moderator who gives a declaration in the lawsuit or in the motion to quash. So they say, hey, OP, could you please clip and upload the section you're referring to? We are starting to encourage a boycott of the H3 podcast channel and would appreciate it if the clips were shared instead of the timestamp link to the episode. So literally saying clip and upload. Make your own copy. Make your own substitute of this clip instead of sharing the timestamp link to the episode as a boycott. Again, this is them framing their copyright infringement as something that like a moral imperative, right? Again, H3 Snark mod team, please boycott H3. Thank you. Again, the YouTube link. This is the link that's like that they say didn't siphon views, but maybe it did. I don't know. H3 Snark mod team 2. This is a different one. Live chat, bingo. I don't know what bingo is. Oh, YouTube again, not sharing the H3 link. Please boycott. This is again the first person, the first mod named in the motion. Please boycott today's stream. So to say that you had that you were just innocently moderating conversation, just pinning mega threads, and that was all that you did when you are caught in 4K. Please boycott today's stream. If not, at least please help us by clipping anything worth discussing, which means don't watch it yourself on H3. Watch it here and download it yourself, make a clip, and upload it. Thank you so much. Such important work they're doing over there. Hi, Snarkies. Okay, this is the other moderator. We're doing a live watch party tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern. Feel free to join us for the pre-stream. We'll be watching old Frenemies episodes, of course, because where did this all begin? Frenemies 2, right? Old Frenemies episodes before starting the GEM Reloaded video. Live chat link coming soon. So just talking about, I mean, first of all, a watch party is not covered by free speech, right? In the Matt Haas case, they actually talk about how that is not transformative, right? That is not fair use. Oh my God, they really just stepped in it. Yeah, it's like a pattern. It's a pattern of behavior. Watch on YouTube, Mixerno. So these are different places you can watch without giving H3 the views. Again, here it is. And then one of the mods posted all of these like mirrors, I guess, like views that were not, or channels that were not going to give H3, or links that were not going to give H3 the credit for the views, right? Again, H3 Snark mod team, this was from the motion. Those loss of memberships from the boycott must have really hurt. So proud of themselves for organizing this boycott, which a boycott is totally fine, but you're not just saying boycott, you're saying boycott. And since we know you're actually going to watch it, here's a way to watch it without giving them any credit. Okay, and then there's more here. again, they just spent a lot of time creating and facilitating market substitutes, allegedly. No live chat is planned as far as I know. It's too nice of a day outside. We have less mods than usual. Please contribute here in the mega thread. Clip for the subreddit if you can, or hashtag boycott the episode. How to pull clips from episodes on iOS and Android, a guide. So literally giving people the tools to infringe on copyright. Encouraging it, this is facilitating it. I mean, this feels like contributory copyright infringement, right? Like, this is crazy. Yeah, their boycott equals steal, right? And it's not like H3 is some like big box company that's exploiting workers and stuff, right? Like, this is the fact that they're spending all this time acting like H3 is on the BDS list and then also breaking the law is just insane. Hey everyone, first off, okay, again, I think this is the other mod, or maybe it's the same one with a different name. First off, huge thanks to all of you. So this is all on November 2024. Huge thanks to all of you for making this community awesome. Welcome to all the new members. Glad to have you here. As a reminder, we encourage a boycott of this episode. We've got better things to do. Here's their better things to do. Is finding all of the alt streams for every fucking episode of H3. We've got better things to do is crazy. But don't worry, we still love our clippers and are super grateful for everything they do. Again, encouraging copyright infringement. Feel free to drop your pet pics, memes, and all the fun stuff to keep the vibes going. Let's keep this thread light and fun. Thanks for being amazing. Yeah, keep this thread light and fun and put all of your copyright infringement links on another thread. Again, the majority of these posts were by someone who said all they did was pin mega threads, which is a totally normal standard thing on Reddit. And also that, they had no idea that anybody was doing copyright infringement. They didn't participate in it. Like, you're cooked. You're fucking cooked. Absolutely cooked. So shout out to them. The gaslighting really, really is going to bite them in the ass. They really thought that they were doing something good and important. Light and fun in question, laughing at CPS getting called. Exactly. Making merch out of the CPS call. We love that. And if you want to know more about the whole CPS, or not CPS, the motion to quash, I did a 4-hour stream walking through all of my notes on it because I read it first, because that's a good way to make content. And also H3 is coming out with a video about it. So I am very excited about that because they have more information than I do, obviously. And I am interested to see what news and what is revealed in that video. And I think the snarkers are going to be shitting through a screen door when they watch that one. Okay. Oh, I just saw this right before the show. Did y'all see this from Willie Mack? I haven't watched his new iDubbbz video, but apparently Willie Mack was blocked from Maximum Damage, which is Anissa and iDubbbz's Patreon documentaries, which I just think is crazy. I didn't know that he was paying for their Patreon, but he said, "Come on, man, I was giving you good Patreon money." So yeah, oopsies. Right, Maximum Damage. This is Ian and Anissa, right? Please don't watch the latest William Mack video. I've seen like 5 reactions. Yeah, I don't feel like it. To me, it's like it's 2 steps removed from the show. If I'm gonna watch it, it's just gonna be like in the background. I don't really feel the need to react to it at all. There's been so much reacting to iDubbbz reacting. I don't think that I would add anything to it, but I did think this was pretty interesting. That Willie Mack is blocked. They don't want him seeing their their paywalled content and talking about it. So, I mean, I'm guessing that's why they blocked him. Can't imagine why else. This was very cool. Another thing, I saw all this stuff like just as I was putting the show together. So I'm just going to read this article with y'all. This is about a true crime case from 36 years ago where a woman was, well, you know what? Let's just read it together. I'm not going to give you guys any information. We're just going to read it together, okay? Again, this is on Independent. For more than 3 decades, Marina Ramos was only known as Jane Doe. In 1989, the 28-year-old mother was found stabbed to death, her naked body discarded in the Arizona desert. With no name and no family to claim her, she was buried without identity. Years passed with no new leads or answers in the case. Then, in February 2022, a breakthrough when investigators were able to uncover her identity using updated fingerprint technology. How incredible is that? But they were met with a shocking twist. Marina had 2 baby girls, 14-month-old Elizabeth and 2-month-old Jasmine, who went missing days after she was murdered. And they were still alive! Mojave County Sheriff's Office investigator Lori Miller, who never gave up on the case, shout out Lori Miller, began her search for the girls, never wavering on her belief that she would find them. I always believed they were alive. Well, who killed the mom? And to finally find them, it's hard to describe the feeling. It's relief, it's joy, but there's still a shadow over everything because their mother's killer is out there. So this is the whole story on, oh my God, she looks just like the kids. Ugh, so sad. December 12th, 1989, Maria Ramos's body was found on Old Temple Bar Road in Mojave County, about 50 miles south of Las Vegas. Before she was buried, detectives were able to obtain a DNA profile, which was entered into CODIS, the FBI database. Thank goodness they did that. It's amazing, like, how the updates are helping even now. In February 2022, Mojave County Sheriff's Office Special Investigations Unit resubmitted fingerprints from the case file to the National Missing and Unidentified Person System. They got a hit. And that's why you've got to keep following up on these cold cases. The prints matched a Maria Ortiz in Bakersfield, California. An investigation revealed that the woman had been arrested for shoplifting in June 1989. So just 6 months earlier than 6 months before her murder. A records check with the Kern County Sheriff's Office and the Bakersfield Police Department showed that Ortiz had listed an address in Bakersfield along with the name of 2 friends. Must have been when she got arrested. When investigators contacted the friends of the woman, one of them said they did not know anyone by the name Maria Ortiz, but that she had a cousin, Marina Ramos, who had been missing since 1989. I'm guessing this was just like an alias she used when she got arrested. Maria Ortiz was an I'm so smart. Was an alias used by Marina Ramos, who also had 2 daughters, Elizabeth and Jasmine Ramos. Investigators spoke to Marina's cousin Esther, who cared for the children in August 1989, while Marina was in jail for shoplifting, according to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. When Marina was released, she picked up the girls from Esther's house, and with her was a man only known as Fernando. Marina told her cousin they were going to Ontario, California to start a new life. 4 months later, her body was discovered in the desert. Her children and Fernando were nowhere to be found. Since she was identified in 2022, look at this fucking creep, law enforcement, so she wasn't identified for like 30 years, almost 30 years. Law enforcement have issued press releases, shared social media posts, and age-progressed images hoping to find the missing girls. Okay, so they knew she was missing, and they knew that her daughters were missing, but they didn't know that it was her in the desert. Investigators worked with Ramos's family, who produced DNA to search multiple genealogy databases. This August, one analysis found a high probability match between a woman and Ramos. Miller was able to track down the woman and her sister, who are known as Tina and Melissa. The women, they changed their names, that's so sad. The women in their 30s submitted DNA samples, and those confirmed that they were Elizabeth and Jasmine Ramos, so the woman's children. The sisters told the investigator that when they were teenagers, they had been told they were adopted, but they never knew that they had been missing children or that their mother was murdered. Oh my God. 2 days after their mother's body had been found in Arizona, the baby girls were found 150 miles away, abandoned at a park in Oxnard, California. Why didn't he kill them too? That's crazy. I'm so glad he didn't, but that's just so interesting. According to a police report from the time, a passerby heard the children crying and found them lying on the wet floor of a public bathroom. Jesus Christ. They were taken to a local police station and placed in the custody of Child Protective Services before eventually being adopted by a couple in Ventura County. The sisters grew up together in a loving home, unaware that they were ever missing. They said, oh, look how sweet they are. But Tina, who was born Jasmine, told ABC 15 she had always wondered about her biological family. She was the one who uploaded her DNA years ago without knowing the family she was searching for. So that's the thing about adoption. Like, I think it can be a wonderful thing, but you gotta be ready for the kids to ask about where they come from. Like, everybody wants to know that, right? And I think a lot of times parents, they're so sensitive about it, right? Because they just want kids so badly, right? And they kind of don't prepare for that question, and then they're like defensive about it. Right? Like, and not even just with adoption, but also like with sperm donation. Like I have a friend who, I mean, they had 2 kids through a sperm donor, and they like, when I asked, like, are you going to tell them about their donor? They're like, I don't know. I don't want to think about that. And I said, well, what if the kids like grow up and they ask questions? They're like, I don't want to think about it. Like, you kind of have to be ready for that, because think of yourself, right? Think of how much we all want to know about like where we came from, right? So thank goodness she did. Oh my goodness. This is so sad. This is what I've been searching for and wanting for a very, very long time, to figure out where he came from and who my family was. I know, but she probably wanted to like meet her biological mom, right? I was sad to know that my mom is gone and I will never be able to see her. See, and they still say my mom, right? Like, because it's always going to be their mom. And that's, I think, what, like, adoption is just such a different thing, right? Than having the kids yourself. It is like it adds like a completely different element, because these kids come from a family that exists. The girls were interviewed on YouTube. Ooh, I do want to watch that. Let me go look for it. Is this it here? Do we talk to them? Blah, blah, blah. Okay, this looks like it's them. Oh, it's probably going to get claimed, isn't it? That's probably going to get claimed. God damn it. I had a friend who was told she was born from a sperm donor, only to find out her mom had a one-night stand with a guy in town who lived like 10 minutes away. Oh my gosh. I would like to say I am the child of a lesbian couple through a sperm donor, and I have no desire to meet the donor or know his history. I know many gay babies want that, but it's not all of us. Oh yeah, I'm totally. I mean, it's up to every kid, right? But I think parents should be prepared for that. My wife and I talked a lot about whether we wanted to have kids, right? And, you know, it was at a time when all of our friends were getting pregnant or trying or, you know, whatever. And I mean, we went and talked to like the foster care. We thought about foster care. And we just had, even that, we had so many misconceptions about like foster to adopt. Because I think society tells you when you adopt, the kid's yours, right? And you there's like this ownership over them, but they come from a whole family system, right? With like siblings and aunts and uncles and cousins, and it's just so complicated. Like, it's so much more complicated than I think the adoption industry wants people to feel, especially like international adoption. That's like a whole other thing, right? All right, let me just read the rest of this because, yeah, that'll definitely get claimed because it's like a news thing. Da 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 da. Okay, it still hits me a little bit because she was taken from me, and like that's not right. It's so sad. But at the same time, I was happy to know that she's not suffering. She's not in a bad situation. I was happy to know that all those abandonment issues that I dealt with when I was a kid was like automatically released for me. And that's the thing, like kids are going to carry stuff with them, like no matter what a great parent you are as an adoptive parent. That's like, it's just human nature, right? So it's just such a different journey. Both Tina and Melissa, who have families of their own, are still processing the news. I want everyone to know that I'm okay, Melissa said. I've lived a beautiful life and I have a wonderful husband, but there are questions I still have and feelings I'm still discovering. Well, yeah, we don't know who their biological father is. Oh, this is good. The sisters are slowly connecting with extended family. It felt good to know that I did have family out there that cared for me and had been looking for me even though I didn't know this. That's so sweet. Melissa told ABC 15 she hopes this will mark a new chapter for their family and that now they've been found, she hopes investigators can focus on other missing person cases. May the search continue for the next missing person and hopefully they find some success stories. So that's fantastic. Search for killer. As the sisters continue to piece together their past, the search for their mother's killer is just beginning. It's crazy. Investigators believe there are 3 suspects who were allegedly seen with the children at that time who are connected with Ramos's death. A witness who was in the park that day recalled seeing a woman in a long red skirt and white boots, accompanied by 2 men carrying the babies. What the fuck? They actually had a witness come forward and say she saw a female Hispanic, weird way to say it, about 5 feet tall, and 2 male Hispanics get out of a black mini pickup somewhere in the neighborhood alongside the park and saw them in the park. And then, if you know anything about potentially this guy, I guess, you should let the police know. So that's not a heartwarming true crime story, but I was just so happy to see something with somewhat of a happy ending, which you don't usually get with these true crime things. It's crazy that they still have leads. I know. But I mean, justice and crime, the system like takes so long that we forget about it, So hopefully all the new technology will help them figure this out. DNA has helped out so many cold cases. I know. I mean, think about the Golden State Killer. It's crazy. Crazy. Speaking of psychopaths, we just watched The Mortician on HBO. That guy was crazy. He definitely killed some people, in my opinion. If you haven't watched it, it's a good watch. It's a good one. All right. Did y'all watch the Moses VOD? I hope you did, because we're gonna be talking about it. Well, we're gonna be eating grape leaves today and watching the little bit from the show today with that. But I just wanted to talk about the VOD a little bit. I love, first of all, how much Rich Lux makes Hila laugh. She's just like giddy. And especially when he's like talking shit about Moses and Trisha, which is like, he's so clearly exaggerating, but it's just so funny. And it's just nice to see Hila laughing about it because it was clearly so upsetting for her for so long. Did you hear me laughing in the background the whole time? Yes, I did hear you laughing for sure. Oh yeah, Alex was on the VOD too. That was so cool to see. That was awesome. But yeah, that was so great. Off topic, I had no idea there is paranormal activity in the body cam footage for the Shannon and Chris Watts case. It's a case I followed for a while and only discovered that footage today. What do you mean paranormal activity? Yeah, Hila making fun of Moses. I mean, like, again, like this timeline is just so crazy. You never would have expected to see that. She was so upset by that stuff for so long. Let me try to open these without getting shit all over myself. So there's that. I love when Ethan said, you'll take your mom's recipes, but not her call. And that is crazy to me that Moses is still not talking to their mother. And, oh, this clip was really fucking funny. Let me get this one. Wait, hold on. What was the paranormal activity? I don't know. Picked up voices and things on the body cam. I need to do more research. I don't know. I don't know if I believe paranormal stuff. Like I don't have I know that you guys had all the ghost stories and stuff yesterday. I don't know. I've only had one like weird. I've had a couple weird things like about my dad after he died, but that could have also just been my fucking brain being in grief. I have no idea. I don't want to discount it. It would be very cool if it was real. Right? But I don't know. I don't know if I believe it. All right. Let me see here. Oh, no, it was the VOD. I'm trying to get the VOD. Okay. I can't believe we got the gift of a Trisha and Moses update. He must just be malding, as the kids say, right? Okay, this is so funny. Okay, here it is. Come on. All right. This was the clip that I was just like, oh my God, Moses must be dying watching this. Because he's watching it.
It's really high, so you couldn't.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
Get
Bro, cut this part and get to the grape leaf eating. I don't give a fuck about the can opening experience. How is that of interest to anybody? Even the people that are there for the grape leaf review don't care about the process that you undertook to open the fucking can,
and then
bro.
I thought his thing was water.
What's up with that?
Reviewing water and stuff.
And what are you, oil man?
He's trying to rebrand. This is the rebrand right here, guys.
Greasy? Why? Because you're a greasy little loser?
This is the
oil man?
Oil man.
It didn't work out with the water, so here we go.
Just
you know what doesn't mix with water?
Oil. You know what happened? The water sommelier guy took his gig.
Oh.
So he's like, well,
Martin's the real deal. He deals
How
in
about
science
him also
only.
saying that that Moses likes getting up in full geesh in Trisha's stuff. If you're not familiar with like gay lingo, that means like getting in drag, like geisha. But yeah, like Rich's world building is so funny. It is so good. So here, let's get the rest of this oil clip.
Yeah.
Read. And then from there,
Oh God.
pull this back up.
No one
Okay.
So yeah, it's open. It smells good.
Smells good?
Smells like grape leaves.
Those are some.
like at least go
Let's see.
smells like great.
Yeah, give it some.
Curious now, 'cause
Brilliant.
So let's take a
swish it around the
it's really
mouth a little
soft.
bit.
The leaves are very soft, which
very
is good.
soft, which is good.
Yeah. I want to hear
It's
about the
an
texture.
odd-shaped one.
Nice
The
shape.
consistency.
Nice.
Someone on
Shape
Reddit
one.
was saying that he's ripping off the tinned fish review, which is obviously so much better. I have receipts from here to the moon. That's the thing, Rich. I need to see the receipts because I've watched some of Rich's videos and I love Rich Lux. He does not have receipts a lot of the time. He does not have receipts. I mean, it's fun and it's funny, but let's see the receipts, sir. Canned fish dude is way more interesting. Oh yeah, for sure. So yeah, just them like calling him oil man. I was like, oh my God, Moses must fucking hate this. And then saying that, maybe I can get the clip. Rich is so funny. And you know what? I think he is much more entertaining with someone else. Like, I think the give and take is so beneficial to him. Like, he does such a good job. He did such a great job, like, bouncing off of Ethan and Hila. All right, here it is. This is the other part that made me laugh out loud.
So much so that he's like, you all know there's rice in it. We've talked about this many times before. Why are you telling us about how great canned grape leaves are? We know.
This is a recession indicator that they're not doing great financially because he's eating it out of the can.
Yeah, bro. This
This is a recession indicator. This is so fucking funny. I would not expect Rich Lux to say anything about recession indicators. And he was also so like paranoid and wary about the pate or the foie gras in the can. He was like, why is he eating it out of the can? You need to microwave that. It's so good. He yelled out boring. He is so funny. But I think this is a great format for him. Like, I like his videos. They're fine, right? I think he needs to do deeper research for sure. So I think in an environment like this where people have done really deep research and he can just be the color commentary, I think he's golden. I also love that he brought up, I don't know if it was this or the other clips. He brought up people. Oh, it was in the Reddit stories thing. He brought up people catfishing and using filters and stuff. And he's like, yeah. And then they'll get there and be like, oh, well, I'm already here, so we might as well do it. And I'm like, Rich, is that what you do? Is that what you do? Because I see he definitely loves a filter. Oh my God, Kate, please say foie gras? Foie gras. Literally means fatty liver. But yeah, I just loved that part. I was like, I've seen your chatted out jaw on Instagram, girl. Are you catfishing boys out here? So shout out Rich Lux. He is the queen. He is the queen for sure. Okay. So speaking of grape leaves, let's get into it. Well, first let's see the second clip about grape leaves. I love that Moses kind of did influence people, right? He influenced me. He influenced the show. Because like as they were watching it, I was like, damn, I need some grape leaves. They are one of my favorite foods. I've talked about it before that Greek food is like a top 3 favorite cuisine for me. It's probably Greek food, Korean food, and I guess Italian. Like I eat a lot of Italian food and I like to cook a lot of Italian food. And Greek grape leaves are so good, but I also love Turkish grape leaves, Lebanese grape leaves, like any kind. I will eat them and enjoy them so much. One of my favorite foods is a giant like falafel wrap stuffed with like lettuce and tomato and cucumbers and pickles and like all different sauces and stuff. And there are some places, at least in Rhode Island where I used to live, where they would put grape leaves in the falafel wrap, and it was so good. Shout out Eastside Pockets in Providence, Rhode Island, if you've ever been there. It's the best. Korean food is my number 2. It's probably my number 1 right now. I haven't explored a ton of it, but I love the flavors, and my sister and my wife and I go to Korean barbecue like all the time, and it's so good. We get feta in a straight vat. Ooh. Oh, I worked at a Greek restaurant in high school. I happened to grow up in an area with a ton of Greek people. So like every Greek family in town had a pizza restaurant. And I remember going home and my hands would smell like feta like all night. Like you cannot wash it off because yeah, you get the big blocks and you have to like break it up with your hands. And then you're using your hands to put the feta on salads and stuff. Yeah, Greek food is the best. Okay, so here they are. Here's Ethan trying the grape leaves from the can, and then we will do a taste test and I'll rank them.
Eat it like straight.
Yeah, I'm trying to do a review of grape leaves. So today, guys,
he looks so cozy. That sweatshirt is so cozy. I love when it's beanie season at H3. And he just always looks so cozy in his sweatshirts and his beanies now.
we have Athena brand grape leaves.
Greek people love opening diners in New Jersey, and as they should, because Greek diners are the best fucking diners. And New Jersey diners, I will admit, are the best diners, like by a mile. By a mile. I watched a whole documentary about diners like in New Jersey. It was really interesting. Yeah, this is a beautiful color on him for sure.
You're gonna do on Moses or no?
Today we
you
have
got pasticcio?
Athena grape leaves Now, as you know,
The size of that can
there's
is so
rice
funny.
inside, and of course the
I'm
grape
so
leaf.
hungry and excited for these.
It has a nice looking can. It was quite hard to open, which obviously I'm gonna deduct
Hang on, we're
points
making
for.
diner connections. We have someone from Northern New Jersey in chat. But have you been to Denny's? The last time I went to a real good Greek diner, it was for my friend's mom's funeral. She was in New Jersey, and so I got to go to a diner, have some disco fries. I got some matzo ball soup. I got was it a turkey club or it was a tuna club, and the guy looked at me so weird because I was like, "Can I try the tuna before I order it?" Because I just want to know. But Greeks make the best tuna salad. I don't know what it is. But if you go to a Greek restaurant, like a Greek diner or pizza place, get the tuna grinder, get the tuna sandwich, whatever you guys call it, wherever you are. Prestige Diner in New Providence. Shout out. Well, if I'm ever in Northern New Jersey, save me a seat because I love a diner so much.
But really, let me take one from the bottom to make sure I get a really soft one.
I want to live somewhere.
Because sometimes the ones on the top, they're not soft. You get it really drenched in oil. Ew, nasty. Because when you're eating olive oil, you think, well, this is good, wholesome.
The fact that
this
it's not
doesn't
olive
look
oil.
like.
It must not be olive oil because olive oil can go rancid, right? So they probably needed a cleaner oil that doesn't have like organic material in it.
I don't think you're supposed to eat vegetable oil.
I love Maddie Matheson.
Exactly. I don't know.
Okay,
That's why I said this is not what podcasts are. Shut up.
What the fuck do you know about Like, I'm sorry, Ian. You should never lecture a single human being on what podcasting is.
Oh my God,
okay,
I love that.
When you break
chatters are
1,000
gonna
views,
meet each
then
other in the
maybe
diner.
you can give me a tiny suggestion. Until then, you need to get on your knees and fillet me.
Okay,
Or what
you
did Logan
can
say?
can stuff with olive
Blow me.
oil. Well, then I guess they're just
All right, I'm
cheap.
gonna
Cool,
take-
I guess.
So anyway, this one goes to Ian. This is what
You would think Athena would have olive oil in it, right? What do these have? We'll have to look.
podcasting is.
Ah.
Product of Greece.
Ew, I hate it. I can't get.
Oh my God, I'm so excited.
I need help.
I keep missing.
can't get-
I watched it before and I
Yes.
didn't see him.
So
do it
anyway,
either.
this one goes to Ian. This is what podcasting is.
Ah.
Bruh.
Ew, I hate it.
What?
I can't get. I need help.
Does he just not like grape leaves?
I cannot get over the fact that it's not olive oil.
Me too.
And it just feels like my face is drenched in disgusting
Yeah.
oil.
The fuckers at Crisco got us again.
Like you just imagine you're taking spoonfuls of fucking
does this one
vegetable
have?
oil.
Yeah, that's basically what you're doing.
Sunflower
But you had the
oil
pico
and
fish
olive oil.
before,
Okay.
right?
Oh my
You
God,
think
I'm
I
so
like
excited.
that?
No.
Okay, so let's get into it. Let's try some dolmas, some stuffed grape leaves. Okay, I got 4 different kinds. I got this one called My Greek Meze. And this is a product of Greece. I got this one, Peloponnese. This one feels fancy. I feel like these are going to be good. This one has currants in it and pine nuts. I do like when they have a little bit of sweetness in it, so this should probably be good. Water EVOO. Okay, this one only has olive oil. This one has sunflower oil. This one has sunflower oil and olive oil. So I'm already feeling like these are going to be the best. And then I got 2. Oh, where are these from? Product of EU, from the European Union. But which country does it say? It just says Mediterranean specialties. It's probably Greece. I mean, Peloponnesian stuff, that's Greece, right? Okay. And then I got the 2 like store-bought kind of vibes. We've got Cedars and Joseph's, which also make a lot of different kinds of hummus. So Cedars is here. I imagine that they don't have olive oil in them. This doesn't even have... soya oil. This has soya oil. Okay. And then Joseph's, which I always find to be better than Cedar's, but doesn't really look very appetizing on the bottom. This one also has soya oil. So I have a feeling these two are going to be similar. I'm going to start with those. I want to build up to the good ones that I hope are good. All right, so let's do Cedar's first. They essentially have the same thing. Rice, leaves, onions. Oh, this one has onions. Do they all have onions in them? Yes, they do. Okay, so I guess onions are standard. Salt, dill, mint. Oh, mint, black pepper, and citric acid. Citric acid for preserving. Again, Cedar's. Is anyone else trying them? My guess is the Cedar's one is the grossest. Yeah, that's what I'm starting with. They smell like grape leaves. Oh my God, I love grape leaves so much. And I don't eat them. Like I don't get them for the house because my wife doesn't eat them. So this is like such a nice treat. I mean, listen, I'm a basic bitch. I feel like I'm just going to like all these. Let me get one from the bottom. Okay, so this is the Cedar's. It smells good. This is very tangy. Like I think there's a lot of lemon juice in this. I don't mind it though. The rice is very mushy. Oh, look, you guys can see. That's a pretty good camera, huh? It's literally just rice in there. I'm excited for the one with the currants in it. The fork went in easy, confirmed. Oh my God. These are all going to be so good. I think it's hard to fuck up a grape leaf. They are not of the culture I grew up with, so I'm not a snob about them. Okay, I mean, if that's the worst, we're about to have some delicious stuff. Yeah, oh, I'm being too charismatic. I'm sorry.
Alex_the_fiction gave $2. Do Moses' impression. You are being too charismatic.
Okay. I already want to eat more of that one. So I think we're off to a good start if that's the worst one. All right, this one is basically the same recipe, it sounds like. The same ingredients. Okay. Okay, we are trying Joseph's grape leaves. They are pretty standard. It says they're vegan, ready to eat. You have to refrigerate these, keep refrigerated as it says. It comes in plastic, which is not good for water, as we know. Rice, vine leaves. Vine leaves is interesting. Does that mean it's not grape leaves? Onions, soya oil, salt, dill, mint, black pepper, and citric acid. Okay. I'm giving too many details. I thought you wanted details. The package, very, very easy to open once you get rid of the plastic around the edge. This is so exciting. Too exciting. I need to sit down. These do not smell as good as the Cedar's. Cedar's smell more like lemon. Joseph's smell more like oil. So I have a very strong sense of smell. I think these are probably going to taste more just like oil. So let's give it a try. Let's puncture one and see what happens. The fork went in without resistance. I can't be more depressed than I already am. Do the impression as if you had a lobotomy. Okay. This is the worst one so far. Joseph's is where the Cedar's, you can see inside. It's the same basically. I would say the leaf is not as soft. The leaf is not as soft as cedars. And the oil, I mean, the lemon or the citric acid tastes like citric acid and not like lemon. In the cedars, it felt kind of more lemony, but this just feels like almost like stomach bile, you know? They're not inedible, but this one, the actual grape leaf is not, it's not as soft, and I love a soft grape leaf. So, Joseph's. Disappointing. Let me try I want the rest of the cedars one. Oh, shit. That's what I get. That's what I get. God damn it. I just dropped it on myself. Okay. Yeah, that's much better. Okay. Now, so the two store-boughts, I mean, they're all store-bought, but you know what I mean. The basic ones that are like made in America. Cedars is better of the two.
She's so funny.
K-Boo just gave $1.99. We need the wife in the background.
She is fast asleep. We are both struggling from the shots we had to get. Melt as away as you eat. You shouldn't have to worry about the leaf. It's simply a vessel. Exactly. Okay. Next we're gonna do My Greek Meze. I've never heard of this brand. Again, this is rice water. I don't know if water was included on the. Oh, I think they just put water because that's what they cooked it in. Rice water, vine leaves, onions, sunflower oil, not soya oil. This one also has olive oil, dill, lemon juice, not citric acid, salt, mint, and black pepper. So this has more of like real ingredients. We have a pull tab top, like a yogurt almost. Oh, you need her talking loudly about nothing. Sadly, she is in bed. Ooh, these smell strong. These are very dilly. These smell a lot like dill. They're also greener than they look there. They look kind of brown. That's My Greek Meze. Very soft. So soft it came apart as I tried to pull it out. This smells like they were cooked in like chicken stock. Those are not good. They're kind of dry inside somehow. Weird aftertaste. Yeah, there's like a... You can kind of see how dry it is. Like the rice isn't all mushy. I don't know if it's a sunflower oil, but there's like a weird aftertaste to that. My Greek Meze, I had high hopes for you as the product of Greece. Not as good. Now, to be clear, I will probably eat all of these over the next couple days. But of the four, these will probably... It almost tastes plasticky. I probably won't eat those, if we're being honest. Let me clear my palate for the last one. I swear to God, if this one's the best... That'll be crazy. Because these are like imported. They should be better. Would it be better to dip it in the oil after a bite in? I don't know. But there like isn't any oil in there. It's just the whole thing is too dry, I think. Okay, now this is the Peloponnese, product of the European Union. It doesn't say where in the let me look it up. I want to know where I'm getting these from. Peloponnese. Harvested in the Mediterranean. Oh, they're from the sultanas. That's interesting. Mediterranean. They're just like very, very much about being Mediterranean. The first brand of Greek food products for the American consumer. Oh, so they're just going to be phoning it in for us. Greek and Mediterranean. They're really not showing like where where they exist. That's pretty interesting. They're just saying Greek and Mediterranean. Maybe they're like Croatian or something. I don't fucking know. Okay, so last one. Peloponnese. It's got a tuna can vibe to it. Hope it doesn't break like Moses did. This is where I could use like an extra camera. I'm also trying not to get oil all over myself. Let me get a fork in here. There we go. Jesus Christ! Really have enough jaws of life, this thing. Okay, we're in. Oh, this one is the one with currants in it, right? It's opened upside down, which I don't know why. Okay, so we have cooked rice, onions, grape leaves, water, olive oil, dill, currants, pine nuts, sea salt, spices, citric acid. So this one has pine nuts and currants in it, which is not what the others have had. Smells really, really good. These smell really good. Yum. That smells really good. They're a little hard. Might have to try to get one from the bottom. Awful. That sucks. That's so disappointing. There's like no flavor to it, and the grape leaf is hard. I'm gonna get one from the bottom to try. Damn, maybe the soya oil is the trick. All right, this one's from the bottom. I was rooting for you. No. It's like hard. And you can tell the rice isn't like mushy at all. Damn. Okay. That is really interesting. Now I got to go and get some like real ones. I wanted to like them as well. We are eating grape leaves. We just tried 4 kinds. And I'm shocked that the 2 that are not from the US are the worst ones. But like I said, I have a feeling that they just phone it in for the Americans. That's what I'm thinking. Damn, which one is worse out of these 2? I feel like I need to try this one again. That one I think was bad all around. Oh, this one had the weird oil taste to it, right? That's really citric acidy. Okay. This is the worst one. It's really citric acidy and the leaf is hard. Close third place is the Peloponnese. They just both have really weird aftertastes, and their leaves are not soft. It's like they didn't cook long enough. And then we have Joseph's, which I thought Joseph's was going to be the absolute worst. Definitely not as bad as those 2, because the leaves are nice and soft, and you can see how nice and mushy the rice is. Like, so much better. Texturally better, but still not number 1, because it's really, really lemony. Okay. Cedars is the winner. Yeah, I ate the whole Cedars one. Very, very tender. You can see how squishy it is. So good. These are the ones. I am also shocked. I do taste the rice. I taste too much leaf in 3 out of 4 of these. This one is Y'all, get yourself some Cedar's grape leaves. Tell me if I'm tripping, but I'm having a second one. Literally no bite to the leaf whatsoever. Just going straight down. And it's easy to find, right? These are American companies. Well, that's the show. No, I'm just kidding. So good. Those are really good. Damn, I'm so mad the rest of these suck. I was ready to like think maybe they weren't terrible. And actually eat some of them. I don't want to waste them. I'll probably eat the Josephs and the Cedars. That is such a bummer. I think packing them in olive oil might not be the best solution. You know? Ooh, you're going to make some? Yummy. All right, I need to clean up and get more water. So I'm going to take a break. And then when I get back, we will talk about today's show for a little bit. I don't have a ton of timestamps. And then we'll watch some little spooky movies. I'm leaving these grape leaves here. I'm probably going to have another one. The rest of them, they're probably going in the trash except for the Josephs. Okay, I'll be back in like 3 minutes. We're back. I will say, Moses might be a tool, but I forgot that I could get grape leaves in a store. You know, I always just get them when I go to like the Greek restaurant or to like like a Greek specialty foods shop. The fact that I can just have these in my fridge it's over. You know, like that's just so exciting. So, I mean, I guess shout out Moses just for this, not for anything else he's done. Shout out to Ethan and Rich Lux for also bringing this to our attention. I will say, if you don't like lemon juice, I mean, these are very lemony or like very acidic. That's probably why I like them, because I want to feel the lemon in the back of my throat. So they might not be your favorite, but they are my favorite of the four, specifically because of how like soft and delicious they are. There are Greek produce stands here. Produce stands. Feta and grape leaves are too yum. Delicious. Oh yeah, I'm excited for Ian's new show as well. I haven't watched his thing yet, but I have to. All right, let's get into today's episode. First of all, I feel like they need to have a masseuse come in or a masseur come in and do their massage their calves the way that guy was doing to see if you really scream like that. I will say anytime I've had like a Charlie horse or something, or just like a tight calf muscle, and like my wife has rolled it out with one of those like roller things, and you're like your hamstring too, it does feel crazy. And I have been like, ow, you know, but not as bad as that for sure. You got to watch Ian's announcement vid. His poor cat forgot how to piss. What? Should we watch it right now? Is he going to sue me if we watch it? What's it called? On the Porch with Ian. There it is. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy to see him back.
Hello, it's me, the guy that was hidden in the background of another show, and you might have forgotten I was even
He got
there.
to take AI.
For people that are into niche employees of podcasts,
I
have some fantastic news.
I already liked it.
I'm starting my own show. Just like when Stanley from The Office kickstarted Uncle Stanley, a show that ended in absolute disaster.
Damn.
And over $100,000 had to be refunded. Will
I never heard about that. That's crazy.
this show go down the same path? Probably. Will I do everything in my power to prevent that from happening? Kinda. Do I believe in it? Moderately. Why am I starting a show? Well, predominantly because my cat has forgotten how to piss. And for that reason, I have to buy him special piss food.
Special piss food. It is so stupid. Is that little Reuben? What a sweet little baby. Is that the cat's name?
This food is very expensive. That's number one. Number two reason on why I'm starting a show now. Because my Turkish hair transplant doctor is just giving me a shakedown. Third, I've invested in building my own set. This is not the set. This is just where I put all the books that I like to pretend that I know how to read. We're going to go do a set tour in a little bit.
What? I want this set. Jesus. My next place, we better have some built-ins. You won't be able to tell me shit if I got built-ins like that behind me. Oh my God, they're beautiful.
So what is this channel? What is
They actually don't look like they're built in, do they? Maybe they are.
it? Well, I'll tell you what it is. It's a talk show. It's called On the Porch with Ian. I'm going to be trying to post episodes bi-weekly. That's the goal. I love telling people goals. Fulfilling the goal, that part sucks.
Yeah.
I ran for school president in 7th grade. I got up on stage for the whole school, and I told them that we were going to have a fear factor contest once a month, and that there would be a dunk tank for the principal. Did I talk to any faculty before I said that in front of the entire school? No. Did I give any concern to budget? No. Did I ever fulfill a dunk tank for the principal? No. Was there a fear factor competition? No.
Oh my God.
Did I win? Absolutely. So all that being said, yes, episodes are going to come semi-weekly. Guests are going to be insanely cool. I'll be opening a Patreon as well for bonus episodes every week. Every dollar goes to saving one sad man's hairline. The medical cost...
Is he really getting a hair transplant, or is this just a joke? I will say I definitely miss I'm realizing I will say a lot. I miss his streams. I really enjoyed them when he would do them back in the day when he was on the show. What did he call it? It's like Wonder something. I don't remember, but really good. I don't know how I feel about interview shows. I feel like they're kind of overdone right now, but I hope that his go well.
Alone, to have the doctor surgically remove this hat that I gorilla glued to my head in 2019, astronomical. Help me take this hat off. The first handful of episodes have already been recorded. They're being edited right now. We have a bunch of very, very talented YouTubers that are going to be guests on the show, so stay tuned.
Ooh.
All right, let's
I wonder
go
if
look at
Ethan
the
will be a
set.
guest.
Come along. Yes, come along. I'm going to drop the tortilla blanket now. Grand reveal of the set. 3, 2, 1. Okay, here it is.
Oh my gosh, where did he build this?
This is on the porch with Ian.
Where is this?
Here it is, folks. I spent months going to estate sales,
Wow.
Facebook Marketplace, yard sales, etc.
Oh shit.
Dunk tank for
Sorry,
the prince.
guys.
I'm going to drop it now.
It looks like
Grand reveal
Cracker
of the
Barrel,
set.
and I say that with love.
3, 2, 1. Okay, here it is. Ta-da! This is on the porch with Ian. Here it is, folks. I spent months going to estate sales, Facebook Marketplace, yard sales,
this isn't in
etc.,
his house, is it?
to get all of the decorations. The actual set my dad built. All of this wood is from old barns that were being torn down that my dad found. All of these shutters.
What a cool dad.
These window frames. This is
Just rub it in, Ian, that you have a dad. Wow.
an actual door. He found all of this wood.
The shutters are cool.
All across California and drove it down here and assembled this whole thing over about 3 days.
Wow.
He was very specific about what he was looking for. For example, he really wanted to find like authentic siding panels. This is very old actual siding.
He was he must have been so excited to work on something like this for his son, you know? No dad chat, rise up. Let's go.
Brand new metal sheets. He made a chemical mixture to simulate rusting.
Wow.
On the fake roof.
Oh my God.
He absolutely nailed it. It's fantastic. Before anything was even
sick.
built, I found this rocking chair at an old antique shop.
It looks like it's made out of like sleds.
That has been in my house for the better part of 2 years now. The whole thing sprang from this as sort of a starting point. So yeah, this is the set on the porch with Ian.
I can't wait.
The first 4 episodes have already been recorded, currently being edited right now, all with very, very talented YouTube guests.
Tell us
that are
who.
joining me in the other rocking chair. Please join me on the porch. Episode coming soon.
Yay! That's so exciting. Okay. I'll give it a shot. I mean, I love Ian. I'll watch all of them, I'm sure. But lately, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people hopped on like the interview trend and like trying to do like a kitschy theme after Hot Ones, right? You have like Chicken Shop Date, although I don't know if where that came. And then Brittany Broski did her Royal Court, which for me has never like, I don't enjoy the format I don't know. It doesn't really gel for me. And I often don't care about the other person that they're bringing on, right? Like I watch it for the number one. So I don't know. I mean, I'm hopeful that it's going to be good. Well, he said it's going to be a lot of YouTubers, right? So it should be good. The last time my father talked to me was when he emailed me kicking me off the family phone plan. Jesus Christ. That's horrible. The Royal Court with Caleb was good. Yeah, Caleb's amazing. The only one I could watch the whole thing. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I don't know if I like the activities. I don't know what it is. Something about it just doesn't feel Britney? I can't figure it out. His first guess is Hassan Piker. Shut up. That's not true, is it? Yeah, Caleb. I mean, the Caleb Heron and Z-Way interview is maybe one of my favorite things ever. Yes, I'm having another one. What? Grape Tickler, you better be joking. It's true, Grape told me. These are so good. Stupid. Okay. So there's that. Thank you. I'm glad that I finally watched it. Pool Boys. I don't really care about that. That was like such a huge segment. I do want to watch the Faze Rain segment because I have comments on rape culture. Because, you know, feminist rage. I have comments about the way that this is being handled by Faze Rain. So let's just watch a little bit of it. I might put it on like 1.25 because we don't need to take a ton of time with this. Okay.
Involving Faze Rain
Yeah.
outing one of his buddies who he says several years prior confessed to sleeping with two 16-year-olds. And he accused of a lot of other Faze members of knowing about this and staying quiet about it. So things have been heating up, actually. And I invited Faze Rain to call into the show. And I was dismayed to see that he was not taking it seriously.
Ethan is interested and wants you to call in. Think it'd be good considering.
Okay, blah, blah, blah. I don't care about this part.
No, you're doing great. You know, go.
Rain, you gotta call H3. Ethan is interested in on there and just like tell everything because I'm always down to have it out. Or yes, sir.
Yeah, I am too, though, right? I'm always down to have it out.
I won't forget the way that they treated me when that whole
Listen,
Grape
if
shit
I was
happened.
wrong,
you know what I mean? They were being.
I don't care about this shit. Blah blah blah.
Home with time, and then he said, I'm good. I don't think H3 truly cares for the situation and just wants content. I don't want a soul to think I'm doing this for anything other than standing up for what's right. Thank you anyways. Phase up.
Do I just care about the content? You know what? I will say he's... no, he's not right.
Yeah, because is Faze Rain, like, is anyone going to care about that? Right? Like, is anyone really going to care? And it's not like he's beefing with someone in Faze and it's like a gotcha kind of thing. I don't know. I feel like that's not what it's about.
I care about way more things than that. I care deeply about everything. I care deeply about holding these guys accountable. Well, actually, it is kind of fucked up. But he's accusing one of the founding Faze members of having sex with two 16-year-olds, which is pretty fucked up. So I do care about that, actually. And I'm fascinated by this whole story about how he's coming out. I'm fascinated by this detail that he has like a photographic memory.
Well, also the not Faze CEO, he was just like, what was it that he said that Faze is lying, Faze Rain is lying, right? So it is important to get the story out there. If like, you're protecting this guy from having sex with two 16-year-olds.
That's true. I mean, if you have like a serious businessman who used to run Twitch, calling you a liar, I think you would have a vested interest to defend your name, and I'm open to it.
And that's like my biggest point is like, the more you learn about rape culture, the more you learn about like famous people, celebrities, powerful people who take advantage of underage girls, underage people, the more you learn that it isn't just them, right? There's like a system of people around them that exist to not just facilitate it, but then also to cover it up and to lie about it, right? And to like put pressure on people who are talking about it and discredit them. So it's like a system. It's not just a one-off person. And I think that rape culture wants us to think it's just these one-off creeps that are like in a bush, right? That jump out like SVU style and take advantage of people. But really, it's like often a very respected person and all of the people around them who enable it, right? It's like a culture. It's a culture, rape culture, right?
Although his chat does make a good point. Jews. They don't like that I'm a Zionist, and they don't like that I'm a Jew. So Faze run... What did you say, love? Faze?
You said runs Twitch.
Faze runs...
You were referring to the Twitch, or to the CEO of Faze.
The CEO of Faze runs Faze, obviously. He's the CEO of Faze. Why would he run Twitch?
Hello.
He wouldn't.
Someone says, fuck H3, I'd rather you go with Keemstar. I mean, I'd watch that. I'd watch that.
Sure, it doesn't... That's the thing, like, it doesn't matter where it happens. Doesn't matter where it happens, but if this is a true story, which I'm assuming it is, then just get it out there. And I'm glad that Ethan's saying that.
Well, Ethan's a pedophile. That's a fucking hot new take. Isn't he a pedophile? He's a Zionist.
These
Ethan
are all in the Twitch
pedophile.
chat? That is crazy. W. Jew lawyers. He a Zionist. God.
Literal pedophile, guys.
Jesus. A literal pedophile is crazy. Well, that was like the thing that it was in Ethan's story, like just today, and I think it was also on Reddit. The person that was like, they named their kid after a Nazi, and then they pushed back and they were like, oh, my bad. Yeah, here it is. Says the people who named their kid Theodore after Theodore Herzl, the dude responsible for the Nakba. At least Malibu Barbie is a character and not a Nazi. And so someone corrected them. Herzl died half a century before the Nakba, and they said, my bad, honestly, I have just heard he's problematic. So you just made it up? No defense at all? Sorry, I totally lied with a very specific historical figure. Like, these people are crazy. My bad, honestly. Like, that part is, to me, I mean, this part's insane, right? And we all know that that's untrue. But this part where they just, like, completely collapse under, like, the slightest bit of confrontation or just, like, fact-checking. How do we fight this, folks? I genuinely don't know. I mean, I think it's like this. It's these very exhausting one-on-one conversations all the time. But I do hope that Ethan keeps making videos on TikTok because, I mean, at least get some conversation there, right? Instead of just letting it do this. Look, 38 likes. People saw this and then just believed it and just went about their day. And now other people believe this about Ethan and Neela, that they named their kid after a Nazi. 38 people at the time of this post. That's how easy it is on TikTok. Because you don't want to be caught being problematic, right? And so you just believe the bad things you hear about people because it's better to just believe the worst than be caught complicit in any kind of way, right? It's just about like the moral purity of it, right? But when the truth doesn't matter anymore, it's kind of not moral purity anymore, right?
Man.
Crazy chat.
That's crazy. I'm literally a pedophile.
Soundbite, Zach.
No. That's
Sound
not
like
funny.
that.
I wouldn't do you
Don't
dirty
do
like
that one.
Maybe Nate, but not you.
What did he say, Nate?
Okay, let's go.
I
want to hear
So
Faze
back-
Rain talking
whenever,
more.
'cause-
That's what I'm interested in.
So this is the fake one?
That's the fake, I guess.
Okay,
Up the
come
story
on.
and go back and look at consent laws to change it. How
All right, here we go.
Initial version of the story he told me was the true story. And then when he saw how I reacted to it, he realized he had to switch up the story and go back and look at consent laws to change everything. Just wait till I show you guys what the fuck I show you guys. And I'm so glad.
Hasn't he been saying, like, just wait till I tell you? And be like, I'm going to do a whole expose about it. And he still hasn't, right? Like, who's about the content?
Glad this shit came out because I don't feel bad at all no more, bro. Because of the way that he tried to throw me under the bus for trying to expose a fucking pedophile. Before I even...
Okay, first, that was the piece that I was like, I want to talk about this. The fact that he ever felt bad. The fact that he felt bad for this person and covered for them for 6 years. This is what I mean when I say there's like a system. And I mean, he sort of explains why he did too.
get into this. Let me just show you guys what this dude changed his fucking Twitter to. What has his whole hook been this whole time? My son, my son, my son. Just to guilt trip everybody, bro. And then look, he makes his fucking PFP a picture of him.
So who is this guy? Which Faze member is this?
Just to guilt trip everybody, bro.
What's this? Which
and
one
then look,
is
he
this?
makes this fucking PFP a picture of him and his son just to hurt people's fucking hearts. Stop using that poor innocent fucking kid as your scapegoat to your pedophilic acts, dude. So this happened in 2019.
2019 and it's 2025 and you're only saying something now. Why didn't you say it in 2019? And I'm not saying that as it didn't happen and I don't believe you. I'm saying, why did you cover for this guy for so long? Faze temper. Okay. Six years? Like you waited until you fell out with the crew to say this? Didn't tell the authorities, didn't tell anybody because that was your dog, right? And that just makes me think about like with peace and love, gentlemen. It just makes me think about like how many guys are covering for their boys right now? How many boys know things, how many men know things that their friends did when they were in their early 20s or maybe even later that they aren't coming forward about? Because this situation is not a one-off. Like this is what men do. This is what boys do. They are socialized to protect each other. So how many men walking this earth right now are keeping this kind of secret for their friend? I don't have any friends, so don't look at me. And what I'm saying, and listen, I hate saying this, but obviously it's not all men, right? But it is always men. So it is a lot of men. And maybe not all men are essaying people, but that man has a bunch of friends who know about it and don't say anything, right? So there's like, it's like the cops, right? How it's like a thin blue line situation. I will never not all men again, so that's the last one you get.
God, I don't think anyone needs to mention the kids at all.
Yeah.
Rain doesn't need to mention it. You know, just ignore it. He's with his son, fine. You don't have to call it out.
And that's always a weird thing too. Like I'm just so tired of that narrative on the internet, like that rhetoric of bringing people's children into it and making that like an argument. I just fucking stop doing that. Because where it always leads is what? Calling CPS, calling in the authorities, which is white supremacist behavior. Especially when you don't actually know anything untoward is happening with that child or to that child. You're just traumatizing the kid that you're saying you care about. It's trash.
This kid doesn't need clips like this floating around when he grows up.
Guy who's with Tommy has proof of the date. He has proof that it was 2019. Because listen, I did not want anything bad to happen to Tommy, him go to jail or whatnot. But
why? I didn't want anything bad to happen to him, even though he did something bad to underage girls. That's the culture of protect each other, keep each other out of harm's way, even when that means throwing children to the wolves.
Initial version of the story he told me was the true story. And then when he saw
Men, I think, are essentially good. My husband is amazing. We all can only be as good as we know to be. I do not think men are socialized to be good. I don't think that is a considered to be a strength. And I think you have to walk a different path. And I admire that in the men who do, you know? But I think in general, men are not socialized to be good, specifically be good to women. It does not behoove them to do it.
How I reacted to it. He realized he had to switch up the story and go back and look at consent laws to change everything. Just wait till I show you guys what the fuck I show you guys. And I'm so glad this shit came out because I don't feel bad at all no more, bro, because of the way that he tried to throw me under the bus for trying to expose a fucking pedophile. Before.
Wait, so you care now because you look like they may try to make you look like a liar? Like what's the real motivation here?
Before I even get into this, let me just show you guys what this dude changed his fucking Twitter to. What is this whole, because of the way that he has tried to throw me under the bus for just trying to expose all the bullshit that he did? Brother, I want you to face the full extent of the law. I do.
See, this energy would have been great 6 years ago, when the girls probably needed someone to stand up for them. But you're mad now. You weren't mad then because you wanted to protect your boy. You're mad now because they made you look stupid or like a liar. And now you want the justice system to come down hard on him. Do you see how this is another case of men just using women and girls as pawns to like throw at each other? Dislike that.
I do. The only piece of information I'll give you now is he's lying through his teeth when he said he didn't know. But there's so much more, and I have proof of a lot of it. So I pray, brother, you come forward as it's the right thing to do. I pray that you come forward and come.
All right, so this is like another random person that knows about it?
On my stream, or just make a public statement. I'm gonna fuck my stream. Just make a public statement and expose this guy for the scumbag he is. 15, 16, and 16.
So 3 girls, and you are outraged now. You weren't outraged then. Or were you mad then, but felt like you couldn't say something? Why? Because acting like you're disgusted by it all of a sudden just doesn't ring true to me. This definitely feels more like you thought that you were made to look like an ass. So now you want revenge. This is revenge. This isn't justice for the girls. This is revenge. That's what it feels like to me. It feels like the girls are not being centered in this.
If this dude is saying he mixed up a 15, 16-year-old, a 21-year-old, he's straight up lying.
I mean, I agree with him with that. They just...
Yeah.
It's 15 and 16 is pretty fucking obvious. And I know 21-year-olds, these days you look and you're like, everyone looks so like a kid. Like when you walk around college campus as like a grown-up, you're like, oh my God, were we all that young looking?
Well, yeah, and then you think about guys, like if you look at like, I mean, I'll look over in traffic and think like a child is driving, right? And they're probably like 17, 18 years old. And then you think about these older guys that are like, oh man, 15 and 16-year-olds look so old these days, right? Like you could definitely make that mistake. They look like fucking babies. College kids look like babies, like Ethan is saying. Like, if you are... That's just such a lie. It's such a gross lie. They look like children.
When you see college kids, because you feel like a grown-up, but there's a big fucking difference between 15, 16, and 21. I mean, come on.
Nah, so one born on 2003 and one was born in 2004. If any of you guys are even reasonable at math, that's 15 years old.
Okay, so now he's saying 2.
Years.
Before he said 15, 15, and 16. Or maybe he was just repeating the 15.
Because of the way that he has tried to throw me under to get everybody to speak out, I want...
Again, because of the way he's tried to throw me under the bus, I want him to get the full extent of the law. Not because of the disgusting things he did. And also, this is 2019 and I'm doing it when I should have done it, right?
Person who was with Tommy that night to speak out, I would love to contact the girls. I have their first and last names. I have the year they were born, and I have the school. I'm going to be contacting the school first thing in the morning to dig up their files to get these girls information based on...
Do not do that. Report it to the fucking police and let them handle it. Do not hunt down these girls and either re-traumatize them, right? Or traumatize them for the first time. Maybe they have not, I mean, they're still their early 20s, right? Maybe they have not had like the consciousness awakening that they were raped. Because a lot of girls in high school get taken advantage of by older men, and they don't realize until like their mid-20s, late 20s, even their 30s, that they were taken advantage of. You do not get to decide when they process this, sir. He's talking like he's fucking Dog the Bounty Hunter. Exactly. I'm going to dig up information on these girls and I'm going to go tell them what happened to them. I'm going to parade them out here to embarrass this guy because he embarrassed me by calling me a liar. I didn't realize till 21. Exactly. Because girls are socialized to think older guys are hot, and that if they're attracted to me, then I'm hot and I'm cooler than my friends and I'm mature for my age, right? Like, and it takes a while to sort of, you know, get the veil off. These girls are still in college potentially.
I don't
think you can do that.
Yeah, I don't know that that's cool. Like at this point, I understand you're like kind of have a vendetta, but I think you should, you know, consider.
I don't think the school would even give that to him.
Yeah. Can you tell me the name and the address
Yeah,
and
that's
phone number
not
of this
gonna happen, bro.
girl here?
And he said that happened in 2019. So what? They're like 22 now.
Yeah. What school?
Leave them alone.
I mean, they're high school. You could get it from, but no, I mean,
Yeah, we don't need your vigilante justice. There is already a system, though flawed, in place, right? Talk to the police, tell them what you know. Or is this just all for the internet? Because how long have you been talking about this now? A couple weeks? You still haven't said anything to the authorities? Is it urgent or is it not? Is this a pressing, serious matter? Have you thought about the fact that maybe your ex-friend has done this to who knows how many other girls since 2019? And you've known and you've sat on it and let it happen. Maybe that's what you should feel stupid about. Not an alleged pedophile making you look stupid. But maybe take some accountability for the fact that you didn't want to be uncomfortable. You didn't want to send your boy to prison. Back when there might have actually been some kind of evidence, some kind of a case, right? Also, like, you can't really press charges. Like, it would have to be the girls, I think. It's just all stupid. It's all posturing. It's all fucking
They
bullshit.
wouldn't even give it to them. But they're 22 now. I imagine
Chiefy!
they kind of process everything. Probably
I mean,
move on from it.
you should definitely check with them if they want to get involved, you know?
Right.
I don't know. This is kind of weird to read. What do you think about all this? Like, I'm reaching out to everybody.
That's
I'm gonna
stupid.
figure
You
out who
shouldn't
the
do
girls
it.
are. I'm going to their school. It's like, whoa.
Doing a little too much there. But also, I just
report it to the police, which he
Yes!
apparently did, and you know, let the,
Did he?
If there's something there, the authorities handle it. You know.
If he reported it to the police, why is he talking about digging up their information? I have their first names. I have their last names. I have their birth years. You should give all that to the police and shut the fuck up. Like, it's that simple. But then there wouldn't be content, right? Like, I think it was projection to be like, oh, Ethan just cares about the content. When Ethan wants you to come on one time and talk about it. And Ethan has a track record of exposing and signal boosting men in this space, in the YouTuber, streamer, creator space, who are taking advantage of women and girls. Like, he actually has a track record of doing that. Faze Rain has a track record of sitting on it for 6 years and then deciding to wield it when it benefits him. Again, the victims are just not centered in this at all. They're just the pawns.
I don't know. Feels a little too much. But just because I don't know how much the girls want to be brought up in this.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
What happened?
But
and I will take it to the fucking police and-
maybe they want justice. Maybe it goes the other way. If they did, though, they probably would have heard about this already and reached out, right?
They can do it themselves. Like,
there's a good chance that the girls involved have seen all this brewing.
Mm-hmm.
And they've decided not to reach out, right? So
who knows? None of us know. Like, that's the thing. And none of us need to know. But it is important that Faze Rain is coming forward and saying something. But he can't overstep and do this weird vigilante justice shit. Tell the police the information you have and let the police handle it.
Execute the full extent of the law against this man. I am doing everything in my power to see this man serve justice because this is so fucking wrong, bro.
He said 6 years later. Thank you, Javier. He said 6 years later. Now this is wrong. It was cool when we were boys. Sad. It's sad. He could have I mean, let's assume that the girls do know that what happened to them was wrong, right? And that they were traumatized by it. But then also, there was just silence about it from this man and his friends. This is 2 teenage girls. What an education you guys just gave them about how the world works for women. How different it might have been if you had said something in 2019 and they saw that not all men are like this. But that's not what happened. None of you said anything. And now you have, instead of intervening and maybe stopping some of the trauma from developing, right? Because a lot of times the trauma develops when victims feel like they aren't heard, they aren't believed, right? They don't feel supported. Instead, we're here 6 years later, and now you're outraged. I'm sorry, it's hard to believe. It's hard to believe you.
This is so fucking wrong. He lied his ass off. And this is what I hate more than anything over social media is it makes it so hard for people to be able to determine what's true and what's not true. When you have this many liars and people that don't stand out for what's right to get everybody to...
I will say Faze Rain himself is getting a lesson in rape culture, right? Because now he's been on both sides of it. He's been on the protecting side, and now he's on the side of trying to say something about a predator, and no one believes him. People are saying he's just doing it for clout, and that he's crazy. And that he's, it's vindictive and all this other shit, right? Which I think it is vindictive, but I don't not believe him. But his friends and his former, would we say coworkers? I don't know. His former associates are just trying to discredit him. Which is what happens just about every time a girl or a woman or a man come forward about being sexually assaulted. This is literally what happens. They make you feel like you're insane.
Speak out.
I mean, people have been lying before social media, I think, but these liars have been doing it for a minute. But the thing is, I feel like Rain is catching a lot of shit for this, and I feel like we're much more sympathetic to his side.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, he's catching a lot of shit because he's breaking ranks, right? And that is what men are socialized to fear, is breaking with the pack. Because when you break with the pack, you expose the whole pack to being investigated and seen under a microscope. And if everybody's complicit, then everybody's in trouble, right? So yeah, I can't say I'm surprised, but it is interesting to see a man so outraged that no one is believing him. When that is like the daily occurrence for rape victims, right? Insanity. Oh, and lastly, I wanted to do this segment before we watch our little spooky shows and end. Atsuko Okatsuka got a shout out. She's one of my favorite comedians, and I have a couple of her clips to watch, but here they are talking about her a little bit.
So here's the contract that got leaked. Let's take a look.
I love that this was her. That
I don't know who this is, but this person reportedly rejected the offer. Atsuko Comedy. And
Atsuko is how you say her name, by the way, everyone.
Here's what they sent to him. I think.
So FYI, there are more of us that said no to the Riyadh Comedy Festival in Saudi Arabia. Here's the offer I got back in July. It's insane how many people took this offer. Shout out Atsuko.
Now, I should say that there were others that...
Her. Oh, my bad. Her.
There were others that corroborated that they got a similar offer, other comedians.
I'm so glad she shared this.
Somebody could fake this, but
yeah.
It seems to be credible because there's others that said they got a similar offer.
She has 280,000 followers, so...
Yeah, for sure.
It's a real person. And apparently she has a Hulu and Disney Plus.
She's amazing. She's amazing.
She has 1.5 on Instagram.
There you go.
Oh, there you go.
She's the best.
So she says, she shared this email.
So you guys saw this stuff, but I wanted to show you a couple clips of her because she's just a delight. She's just a delight. I love her so much. She has a new comedy special out.
No Japanese person from Japan.
I just love her so much. All right, let me rewind it here. All right, so this is Atsuko Okatsuka is how you say her name. And she is just so unique and wonderful. So here she is.
No Japanese person from Japan ever needs to move to America. Remember that. So if you ever meet a Japanese person from Japan, anywhere in the States, it's because something went really wrong. Really wrong. Either that or they had to have been so bored.
Look how fucking cool her outfit is.
Looking around Japan like clean streets, free healthcare? No. Not on my watch. Too easy. This is not an environment that could breed a comedian. Take me to America. The escape room of countries.
The escape room of countries. Oh, she's so good. And then I'll show you this one. Her whole story is incredible. She was raised by her grandmother, and her mom has schizophrenia. So this is just, let me mute this. All right, so my grandma survived war. Husband was assassinated, raised me and brought me to the U.S. Oh my God, she's so cute. How I turned out. My mom suffers from schizophrenia. We found dancing and music helps. So they all live together. It's so sweet. You guys gotta follow Atsuko. She's amazing. Tricked me into moving to the U.S. The grandma tricked her into moving to the U.S. Now has 17,000 followers on Twitter. I'll put a link to her stuff in the chat. This is her mom. When she has good days, we love going to a drag show. All in all, we're trying our best. They're so sweet. Oh, I hope I get to see her live someday. She's awesome. So yeah, shout out Atsuko. Thank you I'm so glad that she didn't go to that stupid festival. I'm going to share the link with you guys now. She's awesome. She did a podcast a while ago called Let's Go Atsuko, and I think that's how I first found her. And it was like kind of like a game show. It was very cool. Oh, there we go. Voila. So yeah, she's freaking awesome. She's great. So shout out to her. Okay, are y'all ready to watch some spooky movies? Because I know I am. Where are my notes? There they are. Okay. The first one we're going to watch is called The House of the Devil, or in French, which is the original, I mean, it's a silent film, Le Manoir du Diable. And this is what is considered to be the very first horror movie. It was made in 1896. Some people also think it's the first ever vampire movie, and you'll see why. The director is Georges Méliès. He was a French magician, toy maker, actor, and filmmaker. You might know him because he made this very famous movie, A Trip to the Moon. So this was what, in 1902. So like about how many years is that? 6 years before. 6 years before this movie, he made the first ever horror movie. And it's very short. It's just a little silent film. And we're going to watch it. We're going to watch this one. Oh, let me get my popcorn. I got some caramel popcorn to eat for the movies. I want to just share this. So the reception for this movie, like when it first came out, in the book Universal Monsters Origins, where is it? Let me go back. Oh, here it is. Here we go. So here's the movie. And it says Christopher Ripley, who wrote the book about a bunch of horror movies. If Méliès was shooting for terror, he fell short of the mark. Initially, the film was amusing to its audience rather than terror-inducing. What was also notable about the film was Méliès's use of cinematography to morph characters into other characters. Though technology did not exist to create such visuals, Méliès used limited tools and his imagination to create a relatively impressive production. I feel like the magician side of him really came in handy with this. All right, so let me get some spooky music going. That feels good. No, I kind of like the organ one, I think. Okay. Oh, no, wait, that got kind of cool. Let's go back to this one. Okay, everyone. All right, so it's just 3 minutes and 15 seconds long. So let's watch it. Happy spooky season, everyone. Play. Man. So that's why they think it's the first vampire movie, because the bat turns into a man. This is like the first time it was ever done. $1896. Like, that's pretty good. Okay, we got a cauldron brewing. Whoa! Yeah, this is all like magician stuff. Okay. He's got a spell book there. Okay. All right, these guys came to the castle, I guess. Whoa! The use of cuts is crazy. There's the bat. Oh, see, and yep. We all know that so well from vampire movies. Who is this? Dude figured out he could make things look like they disappeared with the cut. And he really went for it. So is it a bunch of ghosts, I guess? Oh, let's get some more music on. What did she turn into? This is chaos. Oh, they're witches. They got their brooms. So basically, he's terrorizing all these people that came to his house. Are they trying to buy it, maybe? And he's trying to scare them away? Oh! This does feel like a vampire movie. That's it? That's it? Wow. So that is the first ever horror movie. Shout out. Shout out. Our book in AA was published in 1939 and calls them moving pictures. I have read a little bit of that because my brother's in AA. And yeah, there's some real old stuff in there. Very cool, right? And from there, he went on to make one of like the famous silent films, like one of the first sci-fi films, which is so cool. Okay, next up is Frankenstein. The 1910 silent film is in the public domain. So we're going to watch it. This one is 12 minutes long, so it's a little bit longer. And you're going to notice that Frankenstein does not look the way he usually looks now. It's definitely closer to the way he's described in the book. So let's get some different music going. Nope, not there. Let's do... Oh, we did that one. Let's do this one. Okay. I got chocolate all over my hands. Okay. Here it is. A liberal adaptation. So Frankenstein is the doctor. The Frankenstein we know is his monster, who doesn't have a name. Two years later, Frankenstein has discovered the mystery of life. He's discovered that he can raise things from the dead and animate things. Imagine being on the cutting edge of movies. It's insane. He's like, oh, I figured it out. Yeah, so at college he's been like studying anatomy just before the experiment. I've heard about The Bride. I don't want to watch trailers. Because trailers show everything. Sweetheart, hang on. Let me read this. Tonight my ambition will be accomplished. I have discovered the secret of life and death. And in a few hours I shall create into life the most perfect human being that the world has yet known. Well, that didn't happen. When this marvelous work is accomplished, I shall then return to claim you for my bride. Your devoted Frankenstein. I should make this all big. Can y'all still see that? Oh, that's not as good. Okay. The House on Haunted Hill, that's another one in the public domain. Instead of a perfect human being, the evil in Frankenstein's mind creates a monster. Oh my god, he made it in a pot. That's so funny. It's so different than what we see as Frankenstein now. Locking it in. Oh my god, this music is like perfect. I want to see the directors of this one. It's alive! Here he comes. I want them to do a Frankenstein that's more close to the book. Maybe they have, I just haven't seen it. On Friday, we'll talk about the story of how Frankenstein was written, which is really cool too. Oh my god, look at this shit. He says, hey! He's growing flesh. Is the Del Toro one supposed to be close to the book? So yeah, basically the book is about the fact that, you know, not all ambition is good. Oh my god, how fucking creepy is that? Enjoy your nightmares. Carter, you still feel that way after seeing that? Carter's gonna immediately take that back. He's like, oh shit, what have I done? Frankenstein, appalled at the sight of his evil creation. Dude fucking ran away. He brought a person back and ran away. Oh my god, that's so scary! I don't like that. I don't like that. That's nightmare material. Let's watch that again. Because I did not expect... Ooh, God! I did not expect that. So he passes out in his bed. Ooh, ooh. Ah! You pass out? He's like, come here! Come on, man, let's play! Ooh. He's like, oh god, he's drunk again. Give us a kiss. So he just creates Frankenstein and then fucks off home. Leaves Frankenstein in the dorms. He's like, hey. Oh. I'm a complete sociopath now. Haunting his creator and jealous of his sweetheart, for the first time, the monster sees himself. Wait, he was jealous of the girl? Is Frankenstein gay? Oh no. Oh, look at that frame. Got her in the mirror over here. That's cool. Interesting shot. Okay, what's gonna happen here? I'm nervous. He's like, we're gonna fuck. Oh my god, here he comes. He's like, hey. He's like, come on, man. He's like, how'd you just fucking left me, bro? Because what Dr. Frankenstein did not expect was that the human he made would have needs, wants and desires of his own. He's like, oh yeah, we gotta get out of here. Look, he wants to fuck Frankenstein. He's like, I'm in the corner watching you kiss her. Oh. He's like, who is she? Who is she? Oh, now he's horrified of himself. I get it. I know why you're scared of me now. On the bridal night, Frankenstein's better nature asserting itself. The hell does that mean? And why is it red? Oh god. Congratulations. Bye. Goodbye. Oh, I love you. Everything's totally fine. We don't have a fucking monster made of dead body parts chasing us. I think that's the scariest part of Frankenstein, is that he's just constantly being pursued by this thing that he made. It's so scary. It's like the worst thing he did, just constantly following him. Mary Shelley's a genius. Oh, God. No, I think the reality is he wants a partner. He wants a companion. Oh, God, oh, God, oh, God, oh, God. Huh? What could that possibly be? Bitch, go in there! He's like, wait, that's mine. This is your fault. Hang on. The carpet got stuck. He said, give me that shit. Fuck you. Probably could use another take of that one. Would you ever... Oh, the creation of an evil mind is overcome by love and disappears. Nope, he's back in the mirror room. Why me? Why did you do this to me? What just happened? Did he disappear into the mirror? Huh? How did they do that? That's interesting. Is he happy about this? Spoiler alert, this is not how the book ends. Wow. And that's Frankenstein, everybody. Frankenstein 1910. Like, apparently the ending is he ends up in a mirror? Strange. I like how Frankenstein's monster is just some guy. Yeah. I know. And like the newer versions, it's like Frankenstein versus like the villagers, right? Like that's what it's always about, or at least like in pop culture. But that's not what it's about. It was produced by Edison Studios. Owned by companies controlled by inventor and entrepreneur Thomas Edison. The studio made close to 1,200 films as part of the Edison Manufacturing Company. Yeah, and that's one of them. The director of this one is James Searle Doley. Film director, producer, screenwriter, stage actor, and playwright. People back then just did it all. They did it all, and he worked for Edison. Let's see if you did anything else that was good. 9 Lives of a Cat. Frankenstein's his big one, it looks like. He did an adaptation of A Christmas Carol. Ooh, I would watch that. Photoplay Frankenstein. We saw that one. So yeah, very cool. Very, very cool. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I will be back tomorrow to play some spooky video games, which hopefully y'all will enjoy. So we're going to be watching stuff like that this month. We're going to be watching historical things because that's what we're allowed to watch here. We can't watch anything new, you know? So tomorrow night we will play Doki Doki Literature Club. I know nothing about it except it looks kind of anime-ish. I'm not going to look up anything. I know that there's like some sort of a twist or some shit. Yes, please make sure you subscribe. We're coming up on 8,600 and we're going to do memberships at 10K. So we're getting ready for that. We're staging all of that. And I can't wait to see you guys tomorrow. So have a wonderful evening. Stay spooky. See you tomorrow night.